I'm gonna foreshorten the garden. Now here you think to yourselves, foreshorten the garden, that's gonna make the garden look smaller. It will be smaller, but it will appear larger, because what we're gonna do is give you a tantalizing glimpse of what's beyond. So you've got to get down, you've got to break it down, get rid of stuff, maybe give stuff away, admittedly, but you have to break the garden down before you can rebuild it. So, you know, don't be frightened of doing that. Don't be too precious about your garden, just get in there. And if it needs breaking down, just break it down. One of the things that I've noticed, as with a lot of new build properties, is this excuse for a patio down here. I won't even call it a patio, I'll just call it a path. So there's nowhere for them to sit. Most of us tend to do is build up patios very close to our houses. Now that's absolutely fine, but I'm gonna build a circular patio in the garden. Now this is gonna make full use of the bank and the sun, which comes from just over there. The main job now is to dig a trench to house the retaining wall. The retaining wall is going to be made from these timber posts, which are going to be butted together like this. Joking aside, I think AJ's come up with a great idea there. I like the idea of these overhanging sides to this hexagon. I think it's going to look really great, and it's going to look really space-agey. I'll get it next time. This tree fern, Dicksonia antarctica, my favourite plant. And the reason I've chosen it, just look at these fronds. They're just unfurling like gorillas' knuckles. And they look like, when Shirley comes down these steps, they're going to reach out and grab her. You can see the sweat on my brow, working really hard. Doing all this by myself, as you can see. I don't know if you notice, bees love them. And they use the flowers like a landing pad, so they go in there and collect the nectar and then fly off again. I would really recommend this plant, an absolute showstopper. Really, this is the last thing that you do. I mean, even when you're laying normal turf, it's normally a thing you do as you're going out the gate. Same shape as a ship's sail. Tongue twister. As it's a triangle, we're going to need 3 posts. There's a hell of a lot to do in this garden. The clock is really ticking, so we'd better get going. I'm amazed at the amount of work we've got through, and I would like to think that we are ahead of schedule. But this could be famous last words. Don't overdo it, mate. That's what I like to see. People at work. That's the art of garden design. Delegation. What's AJ got left to do, I wonder? Well, we got to...
Oh, sorry.
Just leave it in the winter with the seed heads on, then cut it back in the spring. It will be absolutely perfect. Ta-da!